Paris Cookbook Fair. Here on stage, we bring you some of the best cookbook authors in the world. And we have been traveling around the world. We started in Malaysia, we've been in India, Iceland, New Zealand, Australia, the US. And today we will have some digital cooking with James McIntosh from the UK. A couple of years ago, things don't need to be big to be good. He got the award for best cookbook series in the world for these nice small books. And now you have transformed the books into something else. So please welcome James McIntosh with a big applause.
Thank you. Good morning. Are you well? Yes. Do you know, I love coming to Paris. It's only 2 hours from London where I live. I grew up in Northern Ireland and it's so easy to get Eurostar, but the problem is, I'm 32, I'm still a boy, I travel all around the world cooking. But I know Sunday mornings are hard to get in from, especially after the nightclub the night before. And Paris is some very good nightclubs. So, did you all have a good night last night? Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use a little bit of digital cooking, and we'll come to that in a minute. And I'm also going to show you a new world food trend that I've developed that we're launching, and talk a little bit about my next few projects that are coming up. As Bo said, 2 years ago, I won the best cookbook in the world for my series of cookbooks. And when you win a Gourmand Award, life changes. I mean, it's the best marketing tool ever, and it moves you from here to here. But you need to work with it and do things with it. So, my job is, I'm not a chef, I don't have a restaurant, I don't really want a restaurant. What I do is I write cookery books, and I work for kitchen appliance manufacturers. And I promote products, and my main product line is a very British product called the Aga. It's a huge big cooker made of cast iron. Does anybody know them? Best cooker in the world. And I fly all over the world with this. I spent most of last year in North America with it. And there's many other brands that I look after. And thank you. These students are great. In a past life I used to work for Cordon Bleu in London writing the cookery books and student programs, and then I moved to the UK edition of Good Housekeeping magazine, testing appliances and writing recipes, and then I went out on my own. So I do lots of things, and last year Edward Monroe asked me to go out to China, in China Food TV, and I spent 40 days in China, and it's very different from Western world. Very different. And there's this song in England, and it goes like, how much is that doggy in the window? It has a whole new meaning to me right now. China changed my life and made things very different, and I loved every minute of it. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to cook from the app, but I think we'll start off and have a look at this new world food trend that I've developed. Could you get some bits for me? It's what I call a European. Now, let me show you. Does everybody use one of these? This has changed everything. This is a brilliant bit of kit. So, if we have a look, and just show you, I've come up with this concept that takes North American food and European food and fuses the two together. Now, where is it? There we go. There we go. So I've come up with European. Can you all see that? So we take North American food products. In North America, you've got some fantastic food products. You've got the whoopie pies. Now I know we've got a bit of a war going on in the United States over whoopie pies at the minute, whether they're from Maine or whether they're from Pennsylvania. But you know, if you take North American food, and there's a lot more than the burgers and the fries and everything that we see in the other parts of the world, you've got things like funnel cake, you've got some fantastic products. But then if we make a fusion with European food, so what I've done is combine the best of both worlds. Now, I've got loads of different funky recipes, and the whole thing about European is that it's easy and fun cooking. Has anybody heard of the beer can chicken? Well, this is the beer can chicken. And what you do, ow, Bernie, do we have a cloth? Thank you. What we do is we take a chicken and we insert a can of Stella Artois into a derriere. In British English, you say it very differently.
In short, you stick a can of beer up the chickens. And what you do is you pour out half the can of beer, you probably drink it, and you put it into the chicken and you cook it. Okay? Now, to make it a little bit more European, which I call American, I've taken this one and I've covered it in Portuguese peri-peri. You all know peri-peri?